Welcome to the second episode of Acholi and Lao History. Today, we delve into the question, did Lao adopt the Acholi language? My name is Bosco Pio, author of several books about historical and political events in Uganda. Please subscribe to this channel, like and share the video. To tackle the question of whether or not Lao adopted the Acholi language, we will revisit key points from my book, Acholi Is Lango, which contains a profound analysis of the subject. For some time now, there have been speculations that Leblango, the language of the Lao people, was adopted from Lebacholi, the language of the Acholi people. Discussions on this subject have always generated mixed reactions. For instance, when a social media post grouped Lao and the Luo migration, numerous reactions for and against it poured in. Norman Okwir, replying as a Lao member, wrote, "I am in complete disagreement with this history because our totemic setups are in line with their Tekerin, and this to me means we are Nilohamites. For instance, clan names like Akarwok in Teso and Ukarwok in Lao sound similar. Lao are not Luo, they are from Abyssinia in Ethiopia." Onyol Stephen Payuera commented, "Lao simply learned the Luo language, but it's not bad to call them Luos because they can identify with our heritage." Enoch Ongwara added, "The word Lao is broader, it means an outsider, a non-Luo. Ask the Jaluo in Kenya who the Lao are, and they'll tell you it is the Kalenjin." On the other hand, supporters also made their point. Rob Eguea wrote, "The Lao Shilluk theory makes sense. I think serious historians should use various ethnographic methods of research within the two tribes and their neighbors to establish the truth." In support, Joseph Amone wrote, "The language connection between Lao and Chollo, that is Shilluk, is indeed strong, thus indicating a non-Acholi origin for the Lao variety of Luo. Acholi language, on the other hand, shows a close affinity to that of the Anywa, northern Luo neighbors of the Chollo Shilluk." In answering the question, did Lao adopt the Acholi language, it is important to analyze events in the migration and post-migration periods of Acholi and Lao people. In the last episode, this study uncovered migratory processes that led to the creation of Acholi and Lao people. It reveals how the Lao migration played a significant role in the formation of the Acholi people. However, there is no evidence in the migration process of Acholi influencing Lao to the point of shaping their language evolution. Instead, strong evidence from the study clearly proves that the Lao language did not originate from the Acholi language, but from the Shilluk language known as Chollo. From dry-bag study to Acholi and Lao oral traditions to linguistic analysis, all indications are clear. The Shilluk language, Chollo, is the mother of Lao language. To understand this question further, we trace the events in the Dinga Hills in South Sudan, where the formation of the Lao people and Lao language occurred. According to dry-bag, two Ateker clans entered Shilluk territory and were assimilated into the Shilluk culture. Their arrival did not significantly influence the Shilluk language, which is why, in Drybag's account, Lao came to Ture speaking a variety of the Luo language of Shilluk. These events offer two revelations. One, that Lao is indisputably Luo by origin, and that their language is a variety of Chollo, which is Shilluk language. Two, that Lao people have two main roots, Shilluk, which is main origin, and Ateker, minor origin. Furthermore, a comparative analysis between Shilluk language Chollo and other southern Luo languages reveals stunning closeness between Leblango and Chollo than between other southern Luo languages and Chollo. This is important since many studies, including those of Westermann, reveal that all Luo groups were born out of Shilluk. Consider the following findings. Number one, phonological comparison. Whereas Leblango and other northern Luo languages such as Chollo and Jurchol pronounce the consonant sounds yi and wu, southern Luo languages omit them at the beginning of a word. The following examples of yi and wu sounds show that Leblango is much closer to Chollo than their sister southern Luo languages. So, in the table, we have a column for northern Luo languages and another for southern Luo languages. As you can see, the yi sound is pronounced by the northern Luo languages of Chollo and Jurchol, but it's absent in other southern Luo languages except Leblango. So you have yin meaning you and yit meaning ear in Chollo, Jurchol, and Leblango. While for Lebacholi, Dogalur, Dopadola, and Doluo, it is in for you and it for ear. The same applies to wu sound, exemplified by wum for nose in Chollo, Jurchol, and Leblango, while in Lebacholi, Dogalur, Dopadola, and Doluo, it is The phonological comparison demonstrates that Leblango is closely aligned with Chollo in retaining the yi and wu sounds. This alignment suggests that Leblango has preserved more features of the original northern Luo languages than other southern Luo languages, reinforcing the argument of its historical and linguistic closeness to Chollo. We look at point number 2, the sentence construction. An analysis of negative sentence construction shows that Leblango conforms to Chollo structure and not to other southern Luo languages. For instance, whereas Leblango and Chollo negative structure is subject plus negative plus verb, which is S and V, other southern Luo languages structure is subject, verb, and negative, and that is SVN. So as you can see in the example here, in Chollo language, mach beliel, which means fire does not burn, you have mach, which is subject, be, which is negative, and liel, which is verb. In Leblango, the same sentence is mach peliel, and as you can see, mach is subject, pe is negative, and liel is verb. In the southern Luo languages, we have Lebacholi, and the same sentence is mach liel ko. And as you can see, mach is subject, liel is verb, and ko is negative. In Dogalur, the sentence is mach liel ongo. And in that example, mach is subject, liel is verb, and ongo is negative. It can be noted that the Shilluk's negative marker be is so close to the Leblango's pe, a sign of close relationship between Leblango and Chollo. Incidentally, the Lango's pe marker, now present in Lebacholi, most probably was introduced by the people of the Lango migration. In number 3, another area of intriguing closeness between Leblango and Chollo is the plural formation. This is where Leblango and Chollo share one significant characteristic that distinguishes them from the rest of the southern Luo languages. The plural for most nouns is derived by adding suffixes e for Chollo and e or a for Leblango to the singular form of the noun. The suffix rule is quite consistent in the two, but limited in the other southern Luo languages. So as you can see in the example here, you have the colon for languages, and you have Chollo, and the nouns that are being considered here are chair in singular form and chairs in plural form. So for Chollo, chair, singular is quam, plural quami. For Leblango, singular is com, plural comi. Doluo, singular com, plural combe. Dogalur, com, com. Lebacholi, com, com. And for the word lake, Chollo, singular, nam, plural, nami. Leblango, singular, nam, plural, name. Doluo, singular, nam, plural, nambe. Dogalur, singular, nam, plural, nam. Lebacholi, singular, nam, plural, nam. And for the word snake, Chollo, singular, tuol, plural, tuoli. Leblango, singular, tuol, plural, tuole. Doluo, duol, duonde. Dogalur, tuol, tuol. Lebacholi, tuol, tuol. Another aspect of consideration is ere suffix in Chollo and Southern Luo languages. This is another indicator of Leblango origin in Chollo. This suffix, which is added to the root words to derive new words, is dominant in Chollo and all Southern Luo languages except Lebacholi. This is another proof that Leblango does not have its origin in Lebacholi. The examples on the table show how ere suffix occurs in Chollo and other Southern Luo languages, but not in Lebacholi. As you can see, the root word ting gives rise to ere suffix in Chollo as tingere, Leblango tingere, Dogalur tingere, Doluo tingore, Lebacholi tinge. The same rule applies to root words chib for put, chak for begin, nek for kill. In number 5, another aspect to consider is word retention. Although all Southern Luo languages have their origins in Chollo, their retention capacities of source words, that is Chollo words, vary. A review shows that Leblango has maintained a repository of source words that are no longer existent in other Southern Luo languages. So as you can see on the table, in the column of languages you have Chollo, Leblango, Doluo, Dogalur, and Lebacholi. And the words to consider are the word to say. In Chollo is kobbo. In Leblango, kobbo. In Doluo, wacho. In Dogalur, wacho. In Lebacholi, wacho. Another word is the word word. In Chollo it is kwop, Leblango, kop, Doluo, wach, Dogalur, lembe, Lebacholi, lok. The word music in Chollo is tom, Leblango, tom, doluo, dom, dogalur. The word is lost. Lebacholi, it is also lost. The word territory in Chollo is miere, in Leblango, miere. This word is lost in doluo, dogalur, and Lebacholi. The word generation in Chollo, it's rune, in Leblango, runi. This word is lost in doluo, dogalur, and Lebacholi. The word fishing spear in Chollo is bit, Leblango is biri. This word is lost in doluo, dogalur, and Lebacholi. For a deep analysis, let's consider the Bible verse Exodus 20:19 in different languages. Let's start with English. This is what it says in English. And they said to Moses, "You speak to us and we will listen, but don't let God speak directly to us or we will die." In Chollo, chode akobi mosa yigen kini, kob ayin ki won wolingo, dojo kob ki won kipe wadao. In Leblango, ote kobe muchane, yineni kob kedwa, wano binu winyu. Ento kori miu ba en na kob kedwa, binu mi wa toko. Lebacholi, chigu wacho bod Moses ni, ina ye lok kwedwa, chiwa bi winyo, ento pay wek luba yo lok kwedwa, miu wa to. In Dogalur, mangi wacho ni Musa kumae, wechi bangwa in ewa bi winjo, ento Mungu kudo wach ibangwa, wamaru to. Doluo, nego wacho ni Musa niya, ina me mondo iwu kwedwa, to wabiru winjo wach ni, to kanyasae ema uwu kodwa, to wabiru to. In the above demonstration, it's evident that Leblango is closer to the source than other Southern Luo languages. It also shows that Leblango is a leading retainer of source words. The word say or tell or speak is very frequently used and is certainly one of the first words to emerge in the early stages of a language's evolution. Thus, the fact that it is only Leblango of all the Southern Luo languages that still retains and uses the original verb kobo, which means to say, tell, or speak, just as it is in Chollo, demonstrates that Leblango is nearer to the origin than other Southern Luo languages. Furthermore, considering that Lao was the last of all the Southern Luo groups to break away from Shilluk, it is not surprising that their language exhibits the strongest closeness to the root. Additionally, more linguistic indicators and historical events strongly support the idea that the language the Lao people spoke during the migration is the same today. Lao oral traditions recount that while at Uture, Lao embarked on an exploration adventure to understand their new world. In their exploration, they discovered that the land to the east was dry and arid. However, the land to the west and south got greener the farther they explored. This excited them so much that they coined the word Bohe, which means the land of leaves, to refer to the region to the west and south. This is not an Atekel word, but a Chollo word. And apart from indicating Chollo origin, it also indicates that Lao people were speaking Luo, derived from Chollo. Furthermore, the Lao migration is awash with creative usage of Leblango to derive new words and meanings in ways that are only possible with an original language and not a newly acquired one. For example, during that era, the Arak clan had a prominent warrior whom they nicknamed Olawang because his eyes often turned brown whenever he was angry and ready to fight. The nickname was arrived at by joining the Leblango verb loko, which means to change, and the noun wang, which means eye. Both words have their origin in Chollo. Also, while at Uture, Lao discovered a tree leaf whose concoction stopped bleeding from spear wounds. They figuratively named the plant Adiltong, which means preventer of spear wounds bleeding. Both words combine to form the new word Acholo. This is not only proof of where Leblango originated from, but also proof of its inherent richness and versatility. Further evidence of Leblango consistency lies in toponymic practices, that is, place naming, as preserved in numerous Lao oral traditions. Names and the process of naming places and physical features in Lao country during the migration period show that the language Lao people spoke during the migration is the same today. For instance, when the Okarowo people arrived at Akalo during the migration, the area was dotted with many little anthills. Because of the exhaustion they endured from jumping over the many anthills, they named the area Akalo, meaning I jumped over. This name is derived from their Chollo language they were speaking at that time. The word Akalo is still used exactly the same way today. Most of the places and physical features in Lao land got their names during the migration period, when Lao would, upon settling in an area, name the place and its major physical features in their language. Akolodwong, Aburadi, Olwen, and many others are examples of places that Lao people named during the Lao migration by deriving meaning from Leblango, a variety of Chollo they spoke and still do. Besides, the fact that by this early stage, Lao had had no interactions with Acholi or any other Luo-speaking group dispels the claim that Lao abandoned their language in preference for Lebacholi. Finally, the period between the Lao migration and colonization was characterized by remoteness from the frequent inter-clan raids that constantly uprooted communities. This restlessness meant that Lao had little or no time to quickly adopt a new language, master it, and use it uniformly throughout a large geographical span characterized by remoteness. In conclusion, the numerous historical, linguistic, and cultural indicators of Lango's origin in Shilluk overwhelm any claim that Leblango originated from Lebacholi. In contrast, the strong influence of the Lao migration on Acholi formation merits a study to understand the extent Leblango had on the evolution of Lebacholi. To read more about the history of Acholi and Lao, get a copy of this book, Acholi Is Lango, available in most bookshops and supermarkets in Uganda. You can also get a copy or read online from the Amazon link in the comment section below. And don't forget to share and like this video. Till we meet again in the third episode. Bye.